So, hello everyone. Good evening, good morning, depending where are you. We are waiting for maybe just one more minute. I already see that there is some question today. Hello Frank. Hello Alexia. Hello Raymond. So I will already start answering the question, uh, gaining some time, and the others will arrive if they have other question. Uh, I would like to understand how you can offer free storage. So it's a very good question. How we can offer free storage? All the other competitors are charging high percentage to store precious metals. As you probably already know, we are part of the MKS Pump group, so it's one of the worldwide leader, and we as a group own a refinery in Switzerland where we already store precious metal for uh, most of their customer, our customer, and where we refine gold. So in the overall insurance, we can afford to have part of the gold of our customer stored in the refinery at a very advantage fees. And then for sure, as soon as you increase your amount of stored products up to 10,000 Swiss francs, we have a small storage fees that will cover the extra cost we are paying to the refinery. So this is how we can offer free storage, and then for sure is a way to allow our customer to use all the service of Gold Avenue and take advantage of it, and is also a marketing strategy at the end of the day to to offer something that keep Gold Avenue very interesting. Nice to have this time with the CEO. It's a pleasure. How do my wife or kids get my products back if I die? Uh, is a very good question. So inheritance is one of the big argument we have here at the office. It's very important that in your personal document you write down somewhere that you own this gold or this the precious metal you have with us here at Gold Avenue. So if tomorrow it happens something to you, they are aware of the existence of the precious metal and they can get in touch with us. Our customer service will guide them in how claiming back the product that you used to own. What is at the end of the day is like any bank account, we will require proper document from a legal entity confirming that the person asking for the precious metal are the legit owner of the precious metals. So it's very important, keep track of your precious metal somewhere, inform your near one that there is this possibility, and maybe already inform yourself regarding your legislation how uh, they will be able to open a document that will be uh, recognized in Switzerland, and that we will able to unlock your precious metal. Uh, so what happened to our gold store with you if Gold Avenue disappear? I hope that the Gold Avenue will not disappear, but at the end of the day, we store your gold. So it's not the gold owned by Gold Avenue. It's your precious metal that we are storing for you. If Gold Avenue disappear, the gold will not disappear with us. So it stay in the vault. We will probably get in touch with you to inform you that you have to redeem the gold, so we will ship out your precious metals. Or probably we also offer an option to buy back the gold at the market price. So anyway, we are not yet to disappearing anytime soon, but if at a certain moment we struggle with our operation and we have to uh, close our activity, you for sure will have enough time to decide what to do with your goal. We will provide all the information, the possibility to redeem physically the gold, to be shipped, or to sell back the gold to us. As you know, we are owned by MKS Pam Group, that is one of the worldwide leaders since 60 years in the precious metal sector. So you have all the guarantee that we will find a proper way to inform our customer and give the precious metal back to you. We can When can we pay with crypto on Gold Avenue? So it's it's a question that we receive probably every day right now. Maybe you saw that there is a lot of pressure on the crypto market and a lot of people trying to get out and take a little bit of profit. Is not a bad is never a bad idea to take profit. Um, we are investigating in some solution that will allow us to accept different type of cryptocurrency. The main one probably as a Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple. Uh, we are checking now to offer a more or less manual solution for people who insist a lot and want to do it right now. So we are in touch with some companies offering this product, so accepting payment in cryptocurrency. And probably in the medium long term, at the end of this summer, we will try to integrate it directly on Gold Avenue, so it will be a reality that you will be able to pay directly in crypto. So a easy way to exchange one asset for another. Raymond, which precious metal should I invest in? I already have some gold. Uh, it's difficult to answer to this question. It really depends of your, risk tolerance. Gold is the more safe asset between all the metals we are selling on Gold Avenue. As you know, we sell gold, silver, platinum, and palladium. Uh, there is less volatility on the price of gold and more volatility in the price of silver, and even more in platinum and palladium, because platinum and palladium is used for 99% of the production for the industry. So depending how the demand uh, in the sector for the car. So we probably use 99% of the palladium to produce car. Depending of that, there is more or less volatility. Um, so let's start with gold if you feel confident with that. If you then want to jump in a little bit more risky investment, you can try with silver. You will see there is already a little bit more volatility. And then if you really feel confident and you did your own works and your research and you feel that platinum and palladium will perform in the next years, you can also try buying these two other metals. But just remember that there will be more volatility on that. um, do you plan to sell smaller product in VAT free for platinum and palladium? Yes, we plan. Is something that we are just integrating right now in the next days or weeks. So we will offer 1 gram platinum, 1 gram palladium VAT free. Uh, Again, remember, when you're buying VAT free products, you cannot ask for a physical delivery. Other way, in the country where you receive the product, you will have to pay the VAT. So these products are in a bonded warehouse zone in Zurich, where we have all the physical products, but you are supposed to invest in those products just through Gold Avenue, and so have this smaller exposure. And again, we are integrated the 1 grams because we are fully aware that not everyone can buy 1 ounce of platinum and palladium, and a lot of our customer will love to get more involved in different precious metals. So Alexia, sound great. Thanks a lot for the answer. It's a pleasure. Raymond too. Is there a minimum quantity to be delivered? Not really. Just taking account that today we deliver Switzerland and Europe. We stopped for a moment UK. I don't know where are you from, Raymond, but we will soon reship to UK too. Being UK now out of Europe is more complicated to ship, including all the taxes. So it takes a little bit more time to settle all the VAT and custom stuff. But we will reopen soon. You can ship any amount starting for 1 gram up to tons if you are lucky enough to be able to buy tons of gold. Just taking account that the delivery fees are pretty high at the moment because we ship from Switzerland. We are in the process to open another vault in Germany to be able to reduce the shipping fees and deliver more rapidly to our customer. Um, but again, it depends how how are you able to pay for the delivery fees. Frank, do you declare what I buy and sell from you to banks or governments? No, no, we don't. So Goldavenue is out of the banking system. We are not a bank. We are out self-regulated company. So we have to to align with the compliance standard here in Switzerland. So very high standard, but give a certain guarantee to all the other customers that we are doing things in the proper way. But we don't share the information to banks, to governments, so we really are out of the banking system. We all the information you share with Gold Avenue are confidential. And and again, then in the other end, we always suggest to declare. You're supposed to declare what you own in our vault because it's well, legally is an obligation. But we will not do that for you. So Raymond is in Spain for the moment. Lucky you. Probably nice weather and very good food. So I'm curious about your opinion. Should I buy more gold or crypto? Wow, complicated question again. Um, so I'm a crypto believer. I believe in the technology blockchain. Very interesting. I probably will give a lot of possibility in a financial world, but even for other daily life operation. Now, as you saw, crypto is really correlated to the market. There was a lot of interest in the last 2 years. The price of crypto increased with multiple, crazy multiple. Now, with the increasing of the inflation, we are seeing a strong impact also because the Fed is increasing the interest rate. So the crypto market didn't react as everyone was expecting, as a edge to inflation, more the other way around. So it's very interesting. Is a long-term vision that I have in crypto. I'm not focused on the price. I'm more focused on what we will be able to do with that. Now, since I am a risk investor, but not a crazy one. I like to diversify my portfolio, so I keep a part of my portfolio in gold. And as you saw in the last 12 months, gold didn't perform as crazy as other assets, but also didn't crush itself maybe like other crypto in the last few days, a few weeks. So probably the best idea of what I do for myself is really to diversify your portfolio and take depending your risk appetite, enough gold, enough crypto, stock, so different assets, really to have a more balanced portfolio as possible. Why store at your place rather than mine? Security for sure, but are there any other advantage? Yes, if you have the goal at your place, for sure, you have no third-party risk. So you have no shipping if you need the gold. You have no I don't. Is this the only advantage? Probably. You have the goal on your hand, so you can touch it, you can see it, you can sleep with it. In the other hand, when you want to sell the gold, you will have to find someone that will have to buy the gold. Often, this a small shop are not very transparent when buying back. Precious metal. I just spoke with a friend this morning. He sold gold at a local shop for a 10% spread, so he lost 10% just on the exchange. We buy back at spot. at any moment whenever you need the money. So in one click you can have the liquidity you need. Is secure, is insured, so whatever happens you can sleep, without I would say, with no problem. So we take care of everything, and we do almost everything for free, since if you store less than 10,000 Swiss francs, you don't even pay the storage fees. So it depends what is your strategy, and maybe a good strategy can be to store a little bit of gold with Gold Avenue, and claim a little bit of gold that you want to store at home. But when you're storing at home, just be careful to insure your gold. If you hide the gold, just inform someone if something happens to you, that they can recover it. Blah blah blah. Thank you for your clear answer. Hello, thanks a lot. The DCA strategy applies to your sector. Hello, Yako. Nice to meet you. Yes, sure. DCA strategy apply to any sector if you have a long-term strategy. So it doesn't apply if you have a short vision and you want just to do a small gamble on on a stock, on gold price, or on crypto. But if you have a long-term vision and you say, okay, I want to buy gold, and I want to have gold in the next 10 years, the best way to proceed is to buy a little bit today, a little bit in 1 month, a little bit in 2 more months. So your price is an average of the price of the last 6 months. So it's never a very good idea to jump with all your budget at the same price, because sometimes you are buying the bottom, sometimes you are buying the top. So if you do the DCA strategy, it's always a good approach. I have some money in my bank. How do you recommend splitting between risky and long-term investments such as real estate and gold? I don't know. I don't know your age. I don't know your family situation. I don't know how much you have on your side. It really depends. Person is a personal strategy. Probably, if you're younger, you can afford to have a more risky investment strategy. So to buy more stock, more crypto, more very volatile assets. If you want to, have a portfolio that is not so impacted by volatility, maybe is more important to have a little bit more gold. And if you want precious metals but with a little bit more risk, you can also try to, a little bit of silver, platinum, palladium. So it really depends on your overall strategy, long-term vision, and your approach. So yeah. Nice to have all this answer from DSC. Will you say that gold protects from inflation? So it's a good question. Gold is limited. We know that there is a lot of paper gold. That means that there is a lot of investment institutions that are selling derivative on gold, so increasing the offer of gold with absorbing the demand. So if everyone was only buying physical gold, the price of gold will be probably even for sure more higher than the price we are seeing right now. Um, Now in the last 70 years, we saw that gold act as a good edge to inflation. So this was one of the argument of Bitcoin in the last 12 months. We just saw today that Bitcoin is not reacting as well as expected for against inflation. Probably will change the movement in the next months. But today gold performed not in an incredible way in the last 12 months, but I saw that someone wrote it before, is anyway 11%. It did an 11% result in the last 12 months. So it's something very interesting. And probably the more there will be inflation, and I personally think that we will see some intense situation in the next months, the more gold will react in a positive way. Then if we can solve all this inflation problem, this war problem, geopolitical problems too, maybe gold can reduce a little bit. But again, the price of gold don't move a lot. It's a quite stable asset. Good afternoon. Is Gold Avenue shipping gold to Kazakhstan or only to European country? Thanks. For the moment, we only ship to European countries. Is more from a custom strategy. Since we used to ship gold a little bit everywhere in the world, and we experiment a lot of problem with custom. Sometimes they are charging VAT on gold because they are not used to receive, gold from abroad. So when you are paying, it depends where you are. Masun Kazakhstan, I don't know the VAT rate, but when you're paying 10%, 20% for a custom problem, then people come back to Gold Avenue, ask for solution, but we cannot handle solution that are not due to to our operation. So a little bit complicated for the moment to ship outside Europe. You can, once if you're in Europe, you can ask to be shipped at your place or come to Zurich and collect the gold by yourself at the vault. This is a solution that we're offering to some of our customers. And probably in the future we will start shipping again in the States, in Australia. We will have to see Kazakhstan. It depends of demand and the regulation on gold. And every country is a different regulation, so we just have to do the proper investigation to avoid you customer to experiment with the problems if the gold is stuck at the customer at a moment. How much does it cost to store gold to your place? So you have a page with all the details for the storage. The storage is free up to 10,000 Swiss francs. That is more or less 9,500 euro. Between 10,000 Swiss francs and 100,000, we only charge 8 francs per month, so very affordable. And then, if you are storing more with us, we have a on-demand condition that you can ask directly to our customer service, and depending the amount you want to store with us, we can find the right balance. And can we give you gold that we already have, or only the one that you sell? So we normally don't buy back external gold because we don't sell to our customer gold ingots that have not been produced by our refinery. Even if you have PAMP ingot, when we buy back, and we only buy back large amount, we melt all the products, we check the purity, and we reproduce brand new ingot of gold. So even if PAMP products, we have to melt them, and so there is some expensive fees to melt and treat the gold to do all the tests. So it makes sense if you have quite a large amount, and we can do special pricing, but we don't buy back of single pieces of ingot or coins because it's too expensive from an operational point of view. Maybe something that we will integrate in the future, but we have already a lot of project, and is not one of the priorities right now. We are focusing more on the future on Gold Avenue, like the repeat buy, the family account, the crypto payment, to have a collateral borrowing with the gold you are storing with Gold Avenue. A lot of good ideas, and maybe one day we will accept to buy back some gold too. Do you recommend me to buy gold or silver? So again, this is a good question. It depends your approach, your risk approach. Gold is more safe. There is less volatility. The price of gold doesn't move so much. The price of silver is a little bit more impacted by the industry demand. We use 50% of the global silver in the industry, so there is more volatility, and the more you use a metal in the industry, the more volatility there is on the price, because there is not only the investment demand, but there is all the the real industry demand, so transportation, logistics, supply, and so on. So for this reason, platinum and palladium are way more volatile, because, as I said before, in palladium only not even 1% of the global palladium is traded as an investment, and all the rest is used for the car industry. Hi, Maxime. Nice to have you here. It's possible to have recurring payments so that each month I place the same amount of gold. Yes, it's something that we are integrating right now on the platform. So it is a repeat buy future. You will be able to select a few products, coins, and decide whenever you want to buy again the product. So once a week, once a month, once a year, and decide the payment system. So in an automatic way, you will be creating your precious metal, portfolio or wealth without having to come back all the time on Gold Avenue, check the price, and place your order. So this is something that we are developing. Probably we will release it during the summer. And as soon as we will have integrated, we will inform all our customer. Where can we buy DGLD? Good question. So DGLD, for the one listening, is the token project or crypto project for the MK Spam group with other entities. So it's not only the group taking care of this project. They are doing some change with the technology of the DGLD. They are moving the DGLD to a new blockchain, so the Ethereum blockchain. Uh, I don't know exactly the timeline because I'm not in charge of the project. The person in charge of the project is in London. We are in touch all the time, also because we will accept DGLD as a payment for Gold Avenue as we did before. But probably during the next few months, you will be able to buy again DGLD in a more smooth way and directly on the blockchain. So very good improvement they are doing in this direction. The solution they are building up is very interesting, and as soon as they will release the DGLD token, you will be for sure informed by Gold Avenue. And anyway, don't hesitate to go on DGLD.com and subscribe to the newsletter so you stay in touch with them with all the improvement they are doing. So, Jaco, what happens to my gold if Gold Avenue close? Yeah, more or less the question we had before. We don't own your gold. The gold and all the other precious metal are out of our balance sheet. So, if at a certain moment we need to close Gold Avenue for any reason, we will inform all the customer. You will have enough time to decide if you want to redeem the gold, to pick up the gold in Zurich, to sell back the gold at spot price. So all the three solutions that you already have is just that if a certain moment we don't exist anymore, we will not be able to store your gold for you. But anyway, this is something that we done. We hope that will never happen. But if it happens, we have already a solution that will guarantee all the customer to take the possession of their own gold. Does gold beat inflation in terms of appreciation? So again, it depends which period of time you take. So historically, gold always performed well during inflation period. Now the fact that gold is limited from a physical perspective, we are already seeing in the last 12 months that all the time all the other commodities are increasing price, but all the other commodities are also very impacted by the industrial demand. And in gold, there is a 50% of the demand that is due by the investment. So since there is a lot of people buying derivatives and not physical gold, the impact of gold of the price is not so visible as in other commodities. But again, from one side is interesting because there is less volatility on the price. In the other side is not with physical gold that you will do the best result on the short term. On the long term, gold always as a good got a good result. Also, we can turn our crypto into gold soon. And what about taxation on it? Good question. Taxation, it depends your country. I know that a lot of French customers want to transform, their crypto in gold because without having to monetize crypto, they can just, change asset and avoid the capital gain. But I'm not an expert of French taxation. I know that here in Switzerland there is no capital gain, so we are not taxed on the gains we do on crypto or on gold. So we will try to find as many information as we can, and so our customer service will be able to give some, not advice but some input. And then if you are now based in Spain, maybe it's interesting to contact one advisor in Spain to understand how it works with crypto and how we can convert in gold. And how much gold will you recommend to have in my portfolio in terms of percentage? Again, it depends of your risk appetite. I will, is a very difficult question. So really, you have to check with all your other assets and how confident you feel with the other investments. And just to have a little bit of gold in your portfolio is a good idea. To have overexposed in any assets is never a good idea. So what do you believe and what do you feel comfortable? If you always have to take into account that any asset, gold, euro, fiat, crypto, Tesla, can disappear from a day to the other. So it's important and that you have different assets that are not correlated altogether, and that if one day one of these assets disappear for any reason, you are not too impacted from a personal life situation. I will just answer the last two questions because we already did 30 minutes, and normally we try to condensate in 30 minutes all the questions as possible, and we will redo the Q&A. We are doing it in Italian, in French, in English now, so don't hesitate to write down your question for another Q&A in next weeks. Can you deliver at an office address? Yes, we can. We maybe just double check with our customer service when you are ordering the products to be sure that we write down your name, because we always need your signature to accept the product. We cannot ship the products to third parties. But if you're based in our office, this is something that we can do, and just coordinate with the customer service. They will help you to proceed in the right direction. And thank you. I will be following the Goldavenue YouTube channel together with Francesco Carino one. Yes, Francesco Carino is doing a brilliant content, and I was on his chain last week, hoping to keep working with him in the near future. Perfect. Thank you very much, everyone. I will close the survey just to see mettre fin au sondage. So we will see the results. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, so the next time we are live, you will just receive a notification. And let's keep in touch. Follow Gold Avenue, and looking forward to see you on our website. Thank you, everyone, and have a nice evening.